everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Always loud and passionate, these folks are ready to roar. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff running right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path to run him downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's moving out of the pocket now, and is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He eludes the rush. He escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Incomplete. He just hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's running out of time here. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
And it's taken at the 25.
The returner is tackled down at the 37, and the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Jamania. Got a lane. Can he get in? And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. After the PAT, the lead is now 16 points. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
16, South Carolina, 0.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. first and 10, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And the Gamecocks will crank up the tempo.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job of playing assignment football here against the option by this defense. Every aspect of that play was taken away. The quarterback got into desperation mode and loses yards. Now they're behind the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Intercepted in the end zone. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That keeps the score Alabama 16, South Carolina 6.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. They can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Second down, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 13 set to kick this one off.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He escapes the sack. Trying to create here on the move. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway.
That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far.
Incompletion brings up 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Gamecocks will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Lining up to try the extra point. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks? You got to think. Things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. That's good execution on the pitch and catch to pick up the 1st down there. Nice conversion.
Really nice conversion here. To me, the route is what separated this play. And the fact that he's able to get to this point downfield, and by the time he turned around, that ball is on him. So nice route and nice hands there to be able to pick up the 1st down.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
PAT puts him up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the option play. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. Throw it out against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's complete downfield. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum.
momentum before the halftime break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Number 21.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Catch made on the right side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That ball snagged for a completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Touchdown, tie. And they go in front here in the second half.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT.
South Carolina, 30.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This quarterback in the passing game. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. That sack sets up a second down and very long.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 19.
And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And the Gamecocks will bring their punt team onto the field. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 37, South Carolina 30.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, the defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
South Carolina, 30.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. On the run here, lets it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Oh, nice sack. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
51, South Carolina, 30.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. The pocket breaking down. They've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Let's it fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Head coach say, we'll try it again. They're 0 for 3 on previous fourth down attempts. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
58, South Carolina, 30.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried. Play, but nobody open. Incomplete. Second down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the sack, but it's brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
South Carolina.
And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, at the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, tie.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout, a solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.